Here's the part where I blow your head off.
Listen to me now. A belief is a feeling of certainty about what something means.
Hard work is the goal. If the goal is to work as hard as you possibly can, then the only real output we have is who we become along the way.
But the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
Well, let's get rocking and rolling with this, and I bet people will start joining. I got some good ones today. I got some good ones that I'm really excited to talk about too.
Yeah.
And it's ones that like it's good for me too. Like I'm really excited about this. Lawson, how we doing, man?
Oh, we doing good, bro. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. We can hear you.
Awesome. Welcome to Mindset Monday.
Dude, thanks.
Awesome. Is this your first one?
Yeah, bro.
Awesome. Well, let's get rocking and rolling. How are you feeling, bro?
Dude, I'm feeling good. I just actually finished a physical therapy session like an hour ago.
Nice.
Yep.
Good. How have the exercises been going?
Everything's going well, man.
Good. Amazing. Well, dude, so basically this is your your first Mindset Monday, because you started what was this, like the 2 days ago, right? It was your first
session? I think I signed up 2 days ago. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it was your first. How that first session, was that good?
Yes, sir.
Good, amazing. Those banded isos, they're lethal, bro. They're lethal. They start working muscles that you don't even really know, right? So just stay consistent with that. But this is our first Mindset Monday call right here at Lawson. So this is your first one. So basically what we do is we're going to go over a few videos, right? And we're going to talk about them, try to get a few gold nuggets from them and apply it to our life. Because at the end of the day, when you're going through an injury, when you're dealing with knee issues, it takes a toll on you mentally, right? So what we want to do is, how can we build up our mindset, right? The injury recovery process is 90% mental, right? It's a battle, so how can we become as resilient as possible? How can we look at this adversity as an opportunity to come back and be better than before, right? And it always starts right here with belief, right? So got a few good videos today, and we'll talk about that and break it down. So let's see. This is really good. I saw this the other day.
Here's the part where I blow your head off. What if laziness is a habit of thinking about the cost of things or the effort instead of thinking about the payoff? What if you could reverse laziness by simply developing a habit of thinking more about, let's say, the delicious food that you would like to enjoy instead of how long it would take you to get up and go get it? So if you were to test this at home and try to see if you can think more about the good outcome and less about the work, would you get it done? Why is it that people have a second child? Why does a woman who goes through this awful childbirth have a second child? Don't they always say the same thing? If I remembered how bad this was, I wouldn't do it again. So the not thinking about the effort is vital to actually the survival of humanity. If we focused on how hard it was to have a baby, you just wouldn't do it.
Ooh, that's good stuff. That's crazy. What if laziness is nothing but a habit of thinking about the cost or effort of things instead of thinking about the payoff? That's crazy. Because you think about it, like what's tough for me is like, I hate cleaning. I'm naturally like, I'm a messy person. I hate cleaning. And I thought about that the other day. I'm like, dang, why do I hate cleaning? Is because I'm like, the effort of it. Like, I just don't like in the process of cleaning. But if I just switch my mindset to like, man, what if I just thought about like the result? What if I just thought about, oh, I can't wait to see the clean room? And I think that's what the greatest people in the world do. When you're passionate about something, you don't think about the effort, right? People that like, my mom loves cleaning. She loves it, but she doesn't really love cleaning. She just loves a clean house. She loves having a spotless house. So she's so motivated by the outcome. And I'm like, wow, isn't that crazy? You think like, okay, laziness. So when it comes to training, when it comes to the injury recovery process, right? We think about like, this workout today, I don't really feel like it. I don't really feel like it's going to be a tough workout. I'm tired, and it's like, and what if we just focus on the outcome? Because you never left a workout. Nobody ever leaves a workout after working hard and regrets it. Never. They might regret not working that hard there. They don't regret not working out, right? So if we can just start thinking that way, that's when you can't be lazy, which is pretty cool. I saw this and I wanted to share it with you. Is there anything you feel like, you want to share that, Luke, in terms of like where you see in your life when you feel like, man, this happens to me a lot?
Yeah, so like actually with my knee injury, it's not like I'm not lazy. I'm seriously not lazy. I don't skip one day.
Yeah.
But like with my knee, I always see like the outcome, the goal to get like where I was before or even get better, So like Yeah, I'm the same as you with like cleaning. I need to get like better to see the good outcome of it instead of like, oh bro, I have to do like cleaning for an hour, you know?
Yeah.
And I might be lazy cleaning, but not with my knee at least.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
100%.
And
100%.
I like the comparison with like getting a baby as a woman, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah, because like in the first place, you only see like the pain you go through as a woman, you know, to get like living with like a big ass belly for like 9 months and stuff, and after that, you get to enjoy your own kid and stuff, you know,
Yeah.
like get new experiences and stuff, and some people don't see like the outcome of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%. 100%. You know, and isn't that's kind of crazy to think about it. Like that was such a great analogy. And it's so true. Like people they think about the outcome of it, not thinking about the actual effort. You know, and I feel like that's so it's just so it's just crazy. If we can just switch our minds that way, then we won't be lazy. And I think that with the injury recovery process, it's so easy to get unmotivated. It's so easy, right? Especially when you get
yeah,
used to not doing much. I always felt the laziest right after my surgery. Like that first 2 months, I'm like, I don't really like feel like working out at all. You just feel like crap. And it's like, okay, let's just think about the goals. That's where that vividly imagining it, right? The future. That's why I love setting those goals, right? And just thinking about them consistently. Um, Amazing.
Matt, I wanted to ask you something. I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
relating to this. So, you've had 5 surgeries. I just had my third one, and like
Yeah.
something that I'm struggling with is
Yeah.
like believing the result because I've torn the same thing 3 times in my life.
Yep.
So like I'm kind of like Luke. I'm not lazy with my work. I want to get back. I'm an athlete, and I have been my whole life. So
Yeah.
I'm not really lazy with my knee, but I'm having a hard time like believing the result is gonna work. You know,
Yeah. 100%. And
like
that's tough. It's tough, right? It's tough to truly believe that. But the one thing I would say is that like two things. First of all, what like because you have two options, right? Always, right? Because you can choose to not believe or you can choose to believe at the end of the day. It's just like in anything in life. I'm a believer, right, of God, of Jesus, right? And you can always choose that as well. Um, but so there's two choices. You can either choose it, you don't have to choose it, you can believe it. And then secondly, the cool thing is, and what I kind of started learning myself was that like I started learning that like you really can do anything you want to do. Like the human body is capable of handling so many things and capable of reaching so much untapped potential. Right? We have so much potential, right? And just from my own example, because I was in the same boat as you, right? I had after my third ACL, after my fifth major surgery, I was done playing football. And I basically, from that point on, I was like, you know what? The thing that drove me the most was like, I'm just curious to see like what is the highest level I can get to. Like I don't really know, but I know you can train your body to do a lot of things. And I worked with this Olympic trainer for quite some time, a few other different people in the professional field. But I just like was thinking, man, what's the highest level I could like reach to? Just that curiosity. I don't know how great can I be? I don't know, but let's find out. And then basically I just started becoming obsessed and I started learning all these different things that we're going to share with you, right? And I'm at a point now where I'm able to do things I couldn't even do in the past. And I didn't even think this was possible. I didn't even think I'd be able to do the things I'm able to do now. I'm able to dunk with ease. I'm stronger now than ever before. I wasn't able to do those things in the past. And at the end of the day, right, it just goes to show that if I can do it, anybody can, because I'm not special, right? So I think the first thing is I want you to set some goals for yourself and truly, truly believe in yourself that you can get there, right? And, I hate the line like, fake it till you make it, right? I'd rather have you say scream it till you mean it, right? And try your best to truly, truly believe. Because what's the alternative, right? And I think the biggest thing you can ask yourself is how great can I be? We don't really know the answer to that, but like let's find out and let's give you all the tools possible. We're gonna give you all the tools possible to be able to get there. But the human body is capable of so many things. Does that make sense?
yeah, dude, that's very helpful. I appreciate that.
Of course, of course. I hope you guys all found that helpful. But I'm telling you, bro, like you can train by doing anything you want to do. Like I promise, and you can reach a whole different level. The human body is insane. It's insane. Just once you understand these things with it. And we're going to teach you everything, right? But it does start right here, so I really want you to believe, right? There's the quote, I always say this in this meeting, if you can vividly imagine it, right? Wholeheartedly believe it, sincerely desire it, and enthusiastically act upon it, it'll inevitably come to be, right? So first step, I want you to vividly imagine it. I want you to set goals, right? I want you to desire those goals. I want you to truly believe those goals. And then the last step is I want you to act upon it. I want you to be the guy. You know that the saying of like, you want to be the guy before you become the guy, right? You want to act like the guy before you are the guy, right? And it starts right now, and one thing that I didn't even know I was doing this was I used manifestation before I even knew what manifestation was. Like after my last one, I wanted to be able to dunk 5 months post-op. Like that was like a crazy goal of mine. So I'm gonna dunk 5 months post-op. And anytime people ask me how my recovery was going, I'm like, it's going amazing. I'm gonna dunk 5 months post-op. I kept telling people that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run a 4.6. I'm gonna squat 500 pounds at 5 months post-op. I kept telling everybody that. I posted it on Instagram. I had this crazy desire to, and I truly believed that there was a possibility. And at 5 months post-op, I actually achieved. I was able to dunk for the first time in my life, and I ran a 4.6. I didn't get 500. It crushed me. It went straight down, But none of that would have happened if it wasn't for me truly, truly believing it and vividly imagining it and then acting upon it, right? So that'd be my biggest advice for you.
Okay, awesome, man. Yeah,
Awesome.
that makes sense.
Okay, sorry to go on a little tangent there, but we got another few good videos right here. One that talks about belief right here.
Listen to me now. A belief is a feeling of certainty about what something means. You can feel certain about something that's not true, and it'll control you. So our beliefs control what we think, what we feel, what we see, what we experience. And we all have some limiting beliefs. But whatever belief you have, it controls you. Whether you believe you can or whether you believe you can't, you're right.
So Tony Robbins, he's the GOAT. He's the OG. I think there's a lot of truth to that, right? So whatever you believe, right, a lot of it does just become reality. And a lot of times what he says is if you believe you can or believe you can't, you're usually right. So I think that's where it's like you have that choice of like, okay, what do you want to believe? You have the option to not believe, or you have the option to believe. So in my opinion, if I were you, seeing other people do this, right, and seeing people get back to 100% Lawson, right, and seeing people achieve their goals, that's where I would be like, hey, man, I wanna believe. You know what I'm saying? 100%. And it kind of relates to this one too. Cool.
Post those links in the chat to
Yeah,
those videos.
100%. 100%. Louis, how you doing, man?
Yeah, good, man.
How was the session today?
Yeah, brutal. Yeah.
Was it?
That's what happens when you put those muscles to sleep for a while, but they'll wake up
Right.
soon.
Amazing. Here we go. So, because we talk about belief, we talk about setting goals for yourself, right? But the ultimate goal is right here.
Hard work is the goal. And so it's not like work hard so that X, because as soon as you have a so that, then the X is the thing. But if the goal is to work as hard as you possibly can, then the only real output we have is who we become along the way.
That's so good. That's so good. So if we can then train our brain, and Luke, if you want to add to this, I know we've talked about this a little bit, but what we want to do is how can we train our brain to every day, the ultimate goal, while we set our goals, want to be able to get back to being better than before, we truly believe it, but the ultimate goal that enthusiastically acting upon it is working as hard as possible, doing everything you can today. That's the goal. And if we can set that as the goal, then what does winning mean? Winning means I worked as hard as possible today. Winning is all perspective too. And something I struggle with too. I get so caught up in results with things. But in reality, you can lose a game. You can lose a football, you can lose a game or an activity, and the way you perceive it is you won from it. And that's where Kobe Bryant talks about like how, what are your thoughts on failure? What are your thoughts on mistakes? And he's like, oh, it's exciting. So you learn from it. And it's like, man, if we can just think that way, then there's no way we can lose in life, right? So the goal then becomes work as hard as possible. So Lawson, a goal for you then would be like every day, if you can at nighttime, you lay your head in the pillow, right? At night, you're like, man, did I win today? Did I win today? And if you worked as hard as possible, you did everything you could today, right? To optimize your health, your body, that's success. That's winning. And if you just keep stacking up those days, you will come back. You'll look up and you'll come back and be better than ever before. I promise you, right? And it just starts with every day. So treat every day like it's the Super Bowl. That's one of my best pieces of advice that I ever received was like, just every day is a one-day battle. So go win the day. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Luke, you got any thoughts?
Yeah, actually, like I did the NeeHab Academy for like 1 month now, So like before I couldn't do like half a pistol squat on my injured knee, and now I can do like 10 with control. So like you have like this little wins, how Matthew said, like they stack up. And on the beginning I had really hard doubts about like getting back to normal or like getting better. But like every day it got like better. And of course you have like bad days and good days. But like even on the bad days, you have to tell yourself at night or whenever your day is over. So like, did I do something for for my knee? Did I win today? How Matthew said. And if you think like this, your whole mindset will like shift into like a better state.
Yeah.
So like I'm not at 100% with my mindset, but like it got way better in like only 1 month now because of so like it's so simple to tell you at night, like, yeah, I won today. I did everything I could, and it'll build up after time.
100%. I love that. Thank you, Luke.
Yeah.
And that's where it's just like you just control the inputs,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Control your input, and that's all you can control. Focus on what you can control, right? And the results will take care of itself. So it's like, okay, how can we look at hard work as that's the goal? And it's so hard. It's so much easier said than done, but it's like, okay, by listening to these kind of things, by really trying over and over again, repetition, doing that, saying that to yourself, right? It'll eventually become a reality for you. Does that make sense, Louis?
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I think I forget who was saying that earlier, but not like lacking the belief. And where I struggle with is that, right? Like I'm probably 90 to 95% there, but I'm just not at full recovery. And I struggle with, no matter how hard I work, no matter what plan I follow, like I can get behind that easily. As soon as I say I'm going to do something, I know I can do it. I struggle with the belief that if I do this, then the results will come. Like that's the mental battle that I have right now. And this is only my second ACL, so I know some of you guys referencing 3, 4, 5. But yeah, I mean that's the hard part for me personally.
100%. No, and I get that. And that's the way my brain thinks that way too. Like we're all so, especially as guys, we're all logistical. We're just so logical thinkers, right? But like the way I look logically is like, all right, Louis, you've seen people, like you see somebody like me be able to get to doing the things that I'm able to do. You see somebody like people we've worked, like Jason, for example. He's a guy that, was able to come back and he was doing weighted pistol squats. He's able to do backflips. He's faster now. So logically, I'm thinking, okay, if other people can, maybe I can too. And that was one thing that motivated me was seeing people come back from their injuries, like Adrian Peterson come back from his injury and like won MVP the next year. And I was like, okay, so it's definitely possible out there, right? So logically, it is possible because other people are doing it, And I think that there is something to be said about trying to like force yourself to truly believe you can be better than ever before, and like screaming it till you mean it, right? Really not faking it till you make it, but scream it till you mean it. Because if you can do that, then scientifically, like you will heal faster. Your body reacts to your brain, right? There's like scientific evidence that shows that if you believe you're healing super fast, you feel like you're healing amazing, you're recovering super fast, your body will actually recover faster than if you think the opposite, like, oh, this isn't working. I'm never gonna get back to 100%. Your nervous system starts to like, freak out. You go in this, sympathetic state, and you're not recovering. And it's the reality of it, like that. Your brain controls so much. I think about like box. I'll show the Muhammad Ali video, here in a sec. But think about boxers, right? What are they saying before their fights, or fighters? I'm gonna dominate. I'm gonna win. Imagine if you had a boxer come in there and was like, I don't know if I'm gonna win. He's not gonna win. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Like, they're not gonna win. You know, like you truly have to believe in it to give yourself a chance as well, because it always starts with the belief before anything else. You know, and this is something that I struggle with so much. I struggle with this so much. That's why I love talking about this as well. You know, because it helps. It's a good reminder for myself. You know, truly believe. But it makes me think of a good video. Luke, you've seen this too.
Yeah, I know. I know which one.
Yeah. You can probably quote it by now.
Nah, not yet. Not yet. But I think I've seen it 2 times, maybe 3 times.
It's one of my favorite. This is one of my favorite videos right here.
Who knocks out everybody and no one can whoop him. That's when that little Cassius Clay from Louisville, Kentucky came up and stopped Sonny Liston, the man who annihilated Floyd Patterson twice. He was going to kill me. But he hit harder than George. His reach was longer than George. He's a better boxer than George. And I'm better now than I was when you saw that 22-year-old undeveloped kid running from Sonny Liston. I'm experienced now, professional. Jaws been broke, been knocked down a couple of times. Bad. Been chopping trees. I done something new for this fight. I done wrestled with an alligator. That's right. I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail. That's bad. Only last week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick.
Man, dude.
Bad. Fast. Last night, I cut the light off in my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark.
Incredible.
Fast.
Incredible.
And you, George Foreman, all of you chumps are gonna bow when I whoop him. All of you. I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
And I honestly, I didn't do it justice because I didn't give you guys the backstory, but I don't know if you guys know Muhammad Ali, like the history of him. Basically, before that fight, he was on like a downward spiral, right? He wasn't doing well. He was around 33 years old. People were saying like he's on his way out. Lost 2 out of his last 3 fights. And he was going up against a guy named George Foreman, who 25 years old, heavyweight champion of the world, killing everybody. This is like the first time Muhammad Ali was a major underdog. Like everybody was like, oh, George Foreman's just going to dominate, because the 2 people Muhammad Ali lost to, George Foreman like knocked him out in the first round, just killed everybody. Goes in this fight, and that's the press conference before the fight. The way he's talking, how confident he is. And I love that last line. It gives me chills. You know, it's like, I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm going to show you how great I am. And it's like, man, that's the belief I want. I want that belief of like, I want to show everybody how great I am. You know, and so it's like, when it comes to this injury, like, let's show, Louis, for you, like, let's showcase everybody how great you are. Let's showcase how great you can come back from this injury. Right? And in doing that, you're going to inspire other people. Like, how great can you be coming back from this? Can you come back and, play basketball? Can you get back to, can you go dunk? Right? Can you go do those things? And the answer is like, we don't really know, but like, let's find out, and let's showcase how great you are. You as well, Lawson. But yeah, does that make sense? Amazing.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Awesome. Any thoughts on that? Do you believe that you can come back to 100%, Lawson, a little bit more now than 20 minutes ago?
Yeah, I actually do, man. I actually do.
Good. Amazing. Well, let's make it happen, bro. I'm excited. And I would say just one day at a time. And I got, this one more video, but what I'm going to do, because, we're kind of already going a little bit over, I'm going to post the links on the school community, right? I'll just post the links as well, that what we talked about and everything. And so you guys can watch these videos as well, like the videos that we watched. And, I have one other David Goggins video that's a little bit longer, but we can save that for next time. It's a really good one, but yeah, I'm excited. That's all I got for Mindset Monday right now. But Louis, good to see your face. Glad you showed up to this call. It's amazing. And yeah, keep crushing it. Keep doing them day by day. They do. Right now, it's like these Banded Ices, they kind of suck. But
yeah.
They're good though. They're good, and they pay off, right? And yeah, Lawson, keep coming back to these Mindset Monday calls. Amazing. Well, cool. Well, hey, that's all I got for today. It was great talking to you guys. I'm gonna post in the school community. I'll post in that community chat, like the links and everything, and then yeah, we'll go from there.
Thanks, man.
Awesome.
All right,
Lawson,
gentlemen.
good talking to you, Lawson. All right, Louis.
Y'all have a great day.
Amazing.
Yes, sir.
Good to see y'all.